What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy, Alyx, man. So I'm gonna open this review talking about the third 2/21/11 promo we just got on this Raw. So, it's apparent. Taker is in the promo. There we go. Yeah, so Taker's in the promo. So I guess everybody now thinks that this is Taker's return promo. And I guess now I'm supposed to just give up and stop believing it's Sting because it's right there in front of me. Taker's in the promo. Sting's not returning. I'm sorry, guys, but your boy Alyx, man, is not convinced. So, all y'all going, why aren't you convinced? Why do you continue to believe that Sting is coming back? Why won't you give up? I'll tell you why. First off, I want to say this. If Sting's not coming back to the WWE, fine, wonderful, I'm not going to be disappointed, you know. I'll let you know why I think it's Sting. For one thing, just the fact that it could be Sting is fun enough. So that's why I continue to believe that it's Sting. Another thing, guys, here's something I noticed in the video. When they showed Taker, he was inside the house. Nobody seemed to have realized that. Taker was in the promo, but he was inside the house. Now, if you look back in the promo, while Taker was in the house, there was somebody standing outside the house. I don't think a lot of people noticed that. Now, guys, listen to me. Taker is in the promo. Okay, we know that. But I said this many times before. Taker doesn't need a promo like this to return. There has to be a reason why they're doing a promo with Taker. And they're making it three promos for him to return, each one different from the other one. Doesn't anybody find that kind of weird? There has to be a reason for this. Okay, I honestly think that this is not just a return promo for Undertaker. Somebody else is coming in. Somebody else is in this promo. And I'm hoping that that somebody else is Sting. May not be him, maybe HBK, maybe Chris Jericho. You know, they plan on having Triple H versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. Maybe HBK, who knows. But because I want to see Sting versus Undertaker at WrestleMania, I'm hoping it's Sting. And people are going to come up here and go, well, they may not have enough time to build up to the match. It's Icon versus Icon. Okay? First of all, they have plenty of time because if they're going to be on Raw and SmackDown, they're just going to be on both shows promoting the match. There you go. So they have enough time to build up to the match. And even then, they still have enough time. Guys, this is Icon versus Icon. It's like The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. They had a month to build it up. It's like HBK versus Hulk Hogan in 2005. They had a month to build it up. Icon versus Icon is all it needs to be to have a good match. So, yeah, I don't see why people are, like, getting on the fact that Sting could face Undertaker because, you know, he just arrived. Why should he be going for Undertaker this early? Well, guys, if Taker and Sting are going to retire soon, this is probably the best time to do it. Don't you think? But like I said, I don't know. It probably isn't Sting, and this is probably just a return promo for Undertaker. But I'm going to keep that last speck of hope. And I'm going to hope that that guy outside the house is Sting. Enjoy the review.
Log on.
There are times when I speak my mind, I don't misunderstood. When I speak my mind, I don't There are times I step out of line when I knew that I could. And in my world, I pull no stunts. And in my world, I do what I want. I say what I say, get my way, when you're in my world.
Oh my god. You guys are going to have to forgive me. I want to get through this review as soon as possible. My stomach hurts. I was marking out the entire time during that ending segment on Raw. That was amazing. That was amazing. So guys, this is my review on the February 14th edition of Raw. And you guys know the deal. Those of you who saw my previous video, it's no secret. The Rock is back. The Rock is finally come back to the WWE. Yes, yes, and he's gonna host WrestleMania. That just makes it even more awesome. And the best part about it, besides the fact that he pretty much, you know, owned Michael Cole, he called out John Cena. So we're gonna get John Cena. We're not gonna get a match, but we're gonna get a confrontation between The Rock and John Cena at WrestleMania. Heck yeah! Just built my tongue, but I don't care. I'm happy. This is amazing. Yes. Oh my God, The Rock is back. What a Raw. What a freaking Raw. Let's get to the review, people. The show opens up with a promo between John Cena and CM Punk, which I thought was actually really good. CM Punk and John Cena matched very well together. And then they opened up with a good match. The first match of the night, CM Punk versus John Cena. A really good match. It was actually pretty good. About as good as their other matches. Probably the best one out of the three that they had together. Now, the best part about this match was the ending, because CM Punk won. I was happy. You know, I was a little worried because it was like, well, since CM Punk beat Cena the other two times, of course it's logical for Cena to get over. But no, he didn't. Cena lost to CM Punk. It wasn't cleanly because he got some help from Nexus members. Somebody was under the ring, somebody slipped him a chair, and CM Punk rolled the chair into the ring. John Cena sees the chair, goes at CM Punk, but the referee tries to move the chair out of the ring. CM Punk comes up with a wrench, hits John Cena, gets into the ring, gives him the GTS, pins him with a 1-2-3. And great, I'm happy. I'm just glad to see somebody else win besides John Cena. And the fact that CM Punk went over was a mark-out moment in itself, so I'm happy for that. So we move on from that to a segment between Edge and Alberto Del Rio. Expect stuff like this to happen on Raw, guys. I told you this before. So they come out, they do their thing. Alberto comes out, jokes, talks about how he's going to win stuff at WrestleMania. Edge comes out, counteracts it, and then they start fighting. Then after that, Vicky Guerrero comes out. It says that this SmackDown, Edge will be stripped of his World Championship, and Dolph Ziggler will be claimed the new World Champion because of the controversy that happened on SmackDown, where Edge used the spear and he wasn't supposed to. It was illegal, so he should not be World Champion. We'll see where that leads on SmackDown. After that, we get the 221-11 promo. I just talked about that at the beginning of this review. Then we get the Divas match, which actually was a good match, believe it or not. It got a lot of time, too. Well, not a lot of time, but good enough. Eve versus Natalya. Now, you guys know about how I feel with Eve being Divas champion. This would have been a good way for her to win it. This was a good match, and she actually made herself look strong against Natalya. And not to discredit Eve, I think she's a great wrestler. She's improving a lot. She's actually doing good for herself as Divas champion. I just hate how she won the title. Now, if she has a good run and continues putting on good matches, I'll probably overlook it. But this was a good match. Eve ends up beating Natalya with a weird pin, but I liked it. The match was good. So, and then after that, first of all, we cut to a commercial break. And then we come back to the Divas fighting backstage. The Bellas was getting in Eve's face about winning the championship and how they probably felt that she didn't deserve it. Hopefully. I actually don't know why they was fighting. I'm giving a logical reason to it because that's what I do. Mark Henry comes down for a match afterwards, and it gets beat up by Sheamus, paying him back for last week. And then we get into The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Another good match. Just as good as the one at the pay-per-view last year. What was it? Night of Champions? Probably was. A good match. Really good match. The Miz looked strong before, during, and after the match. I don't know what it is about Daniel Bryan. He has this ability to not only make himself look good, but make his opponents look just as good. So, these two put on a good match. Good job, Miz. Good job, Daniel Bryan. Worth watching. Worth indeed. So, after that, we have a tag team match. Michael McGillicuddy Jesus Christ. And David Otunga versus John Morrison R-Truth. Now, this match was decent, but the crazy thing about this match was John Morrison going ape shit. He just went crazy. at the end of this match and just beat all the members of Nexus. Well, first of all, he came out with his red eyes and stuff like that because CM Punk sprayed some stuff. I think it was mace. I don't know what it was into his eyes last week. And so he came out looking pissed. So when he got into the ring, he just went crazy and beat up everybody around him except R-Truth, of course. And he won the match for his team by pinning McGillicuddy, I guess. Who knows? So that was the match. Then we get an advertisement for Jericho's new book. Then we get a Kiss Cam segment with the Great Khali. And that girl from the chaperone. I don't guess. And then I remember this segment. They were showing clips of people kissing backstage. Santino kissed Tamina, Vicky Guerrero kissed Dolph. And then William Regal kissed Zack Ryder on the cheek. Not in the mouth, on the cheek. That was hilarious. I don't want to say it's pointless because that moment when William Regal kissed Zack Ryder was priceless. Oh my god. Then we had Randy Orton versus Sheamus. Typical match. It was decent. Randy Orton wins, of course. Not much to say about that. And then we get the appearance of The Rock. And you guys know how I feel about that. Ugh, that was amazing. So yeah, guys, this was a great Raw. You know, I've said it before. There are weeks where Raw misses it, and then there are weeks where Raw hits it right on the spot, like this week. This was a great Raw. I really enjoyed this Raw. You know, despite The Rock being there, The Rock just made it that much better. But despite The Rock being there, this Raw was great. And I would recommend this Raw to anybody. So, oh my god, this is amazing. And believe it or not, there are people actually saying, you know, I saw this coming from a mile away. You know something? I don't give a damn if you saw it coming from a mile away. Wonderful. Who cares? The Rock is back. Be happy. This is a great time in WWE to be watching Raw, to be watching WWE, period. I don't see why anybody would not be watching WWE, especially now that The Rock is back. So leave me your comments down below about what you thought about the show, about The Rock returning, about the 221 promo. You know, do what you do, guys. But your boy, the Alyx Man, is signing off. I'll talk to you later. Oh, goodness.